The devil's system of Satan and devil knowledge condemns this world today, puts the whole planet under a curse today. It's a simple thing. You take the system of the world, the seed of the serpent, devil knowledge, devil system, sin, death, and decay, condemns the whole of mankind. It's a simple thing. It's a system. And it's a negative system. It's a system of destruction or decay. It feeds on human beings. It yam them, consume them, drain their life force, feeds on them. It's a parasite, bloodsucker. Gives nothing, takes everything. So you got an evil spirit condemning somebody, possessing somebody, and draining them. Make them old, make them sick. And it's based on two separate systems. Now you take the holy system and holy knowledge that gives everything, that does everything, and then you take a devil system of Satan that takes everything. Which system do you think's the best? Because you don't know everything about the holy system. You don't know. There's no way you can know. The Almighty on his own, just the Almighty himself in his endless realm. How is that a Trinity? Just him one. Nobody else. But people say Trinity. The Almighty knows what it is because it's him, himself. How can anybody else know when it's just him? How can anybody at that time, because it's just him, decide anything or have an opinion on anything? They're not created. They don't exist. Just him one. So where's everybody else if it's just him alone? Where's everybody else? Where's creation when it's not created yet? We're here. So that's proof of the creator because we're here. And if people say, well, you can, all these things can just make themselves or exist in themselves, in the endless realm, it's pitch black. And there's no anything making itself in that darkness. Nothing. You haven't seen it, so you don't know about it. The Almighty hasn't shown you, so you don't know about it. But it's endless space. You look up, you look down, look side. It's endless dark space. Endless. And he created in that endless realm holy light, holy foundations, the heavens and the earth are new. And a whole heap of works people can't even think about he created. Can't even think about what he's created. You can't think about it because you don't know about it. Him one know. Your eyes, your heart, every sense you got does not know everything he has created. Only his spirit searches out everything. His endless realm is real. So how do you tell someone about endless space? How? How do human beings that don't even know what's in the bottom of the ocean, but they're going to know what's in the endless realm? They don't even know about the human body. The Bible says the heart, the mind, and the soul. One, the heart, your mind, your soul. And who knows about all that? Just the Almighty. He knows how it's made. He knows. And people don't listen to him when he tells you how he knows. The first conversation would be the Almighty and then the Messiah, the faithful witness in Revelation. The only one with the Almighty. So just them two having a conversation. How would anybody know about that? Only those two would know. Only those two would know. No one else. You can't say what they said because you don't know. But you know one thing. They're talking about something that is of the benefit for others later. Themselves, whatever. They decide. The Father and the Son. That still does two people. Now the rest of the people come later, before creation. So how would anybody still know? Because it's before creation and before time. They're in eternity. How would anybody know about that? Unless the Almighty tell them. So now the Almighty decides to do what he decides to do. How would anybody know how big it is? How great it is? How many? How would anybody know the quantity of it? Only he would know how much everything weighs, how big everything is, what it was created from or in, what he decided he wanted. Only he would know. It's a vast creation. Vast. And the Almighty now, he can set up a workshop, and not one invention in this world would be the same as what he decided in his workshop to give people. So then a person can say, well, they are a blueprint from the Almighty. One was given to Moses. But the Israelites failed to keep it going. They failed. The Ark of the Covenant, the Holy Tent, right? Right? The tabernacle, such things as they had in the past. Now, if you want to do something educational and construct it proper, you can write a script out and script it and say it. That is then powerful because you've scripted it. And you know exactly what you're going to say. You're not going to scratch your eye. You're not going to stretch it. You're not going to do this. You're going to script it and make it more powerful with the setting and your equipment. And you make a nice video and show people and make it professional. Or you can just speak from the heart, straight. And then people can value what you say or not, or measure what you're saying, to say whether or not this person know what they're talking about. Light and darkness, holy and the nastiness, the wise and the foolish, parables. When people understand parables, drink my blood, eat my body, it's still a parable. People didn't understand at that time. The bread and the wine. You take the blood, turn it into wine. You take the body, turn it into bread. So then you have the bread and the wine. You're eating and you're drinking of the Messiah. You're taking his body and make it bread. You're taking his blood and make it wine. The bread and the wine. And they dip, right? The bread in the wine and you can eat it. Or you present it as he said it should be done. So now you're full of the Almighty. Then you consume his words, and his words are in your heart, soul, and mind. And you walk according to the Spirit. All of the Almighty. Whether you say faith and charity, whether you say wisdom, the name of the Father, and the name of the Almighty himself, it's still of the Almighty. Holy system. Now when people talk, they don't talk holy system. You listen to any man, woman in this world, or child talking, they always talk from a point of view of devil system of Satan. Everybody does it. Most people in the world do it every time and don't realize that. They can't see the difference between the two. They use words, but they don't know system. If I say holy system and then start talking about Satan, how is that holy system? The world talks about its point of view. America does it every day, devil system. The state of Israel does it every day, devil system. They all do it. Europe does it. And they tell people to do democracy, devil system of Satan. It's not in heaven. It didn't come from heaven. The world does it. Every education system does it. Devil system of Satan, devil knowledge. They all do it. And you can't tell the difference. That's what makes a person foolish, because they can't tell the difference between good and evil. Every mother give her life, right, inside of her, a chance or an opportunity by birth. But then some women say, let me just kill off the unborn baby. What system is that? Is that holy system or is that devil system? Killing an unborn baby. Decide which one that is. Right? Decide. Because that's how it is. Which one is which? Anything in life you can do that. Decide. Like if I do something wrong or say something wrong or think something wrong, I know what system that is. So I can examine myself first and say, what system am I dealing with? Am I walking according to the Spirit? Right? Some people say, you have your hat on. You have to take it off. I don't have to take off my hat. It's a choice somebody makes. Now, if I'm talking about the Almighty or I'm doing something of Him, then, boy, you just take off your hat. Right? You take it off because it's of the Almighty. But when you're telling people something, you can say, well, boy, keep my hat on. Right? You can say all that and do all that in life. It's a hat. When people talk, they don't say nation building judges according to the laws and decrees of the Almighty. They don't set up the system, the chief cornerstone being the Messiah. They don't set up the system according to how the Almighty say. They never do it. Nobody in the world, they reject the cornerstone. They don't apply holy system or holy knowledge. Democracy is Roman Empire. 666 is only persecution of a race or a group of people. Persecution, state-sponsored terrorism against a group of people. That's 666. And in the old times, it was Greek and Roman. So Roman Empire had a system of brutalizing Israelites in the arena in Rome and the early church, the Nazarenes and later on the Christians. That's 666. And it's written in Revelation chapter 2. You read about 666. When you're in poverty and you're suffering, read it. That's 666 it's talking about. When you're persecuted and you're reduced to poverty and you don't have no resources in the country where you're there, right? You don't have nothing. They blank you. You can't have nothing. You can't go shopping. Can't use the banking system. You can't get a job. You can't do nothing. That is 666. Persecution, oppression. So don't make it like a chip in your hand or you pull it out. Foolishness. It's oppression. Beating down the people, keeping them down, make them suffer. Untouchables in India. That's 666. Persecution in slavery. That's 666. The Roman Empire. A brutalizing people of a certain race. That's 666. It's a system of oppression. And don't make your head turn stupid and idiot about 666. So if I persecute somebody, is that 666? If the Almighty tell me and say, well, mash up that one day, you have your little group of people, deal with them. Resistance to something evil. Fast all your life. Don't do any evil. That's your fast. When you say a food fast, that's putting something in your mouth. You're giving your belly a rest. How about giving evil a rest lifelong? Very few people do that kind of fast or fasting. Fasting to do no evil. Very rare people do all them kind of thing there, right? Very rare. And very rare people make videos about such things, say such things, do such things, plan meetings about such things. There's a ton of things that my people don't even think about or look about in their devil system, them get from the slave master. And beat into them, devil system of Satan. Persecuted into them. Driven hard into them. Even the Rasta camp, even the black church, all of them love devil system of Satan because they don't think about what they're doing. And we fail because we don't think about what we're doing. Nobody thinks about the laws of the Almighty, how powerful they are. Nobody. Really and truly nobody, because if they did, they'd have nation building judges Have meetings about such things, if they did hold to what is true and holy. And I'm saying this as a person that's lived the life I've lived. But for the younger generation, they're never going to hear nothing sensible from this generation today. Devil system, what makes a righteous people out of that? You don't get a righteous generation out of devil system of Satan. You never do. You only get more problems and darkness and evil. It comes to an end soon because it's written. Prophecy. The truth will set you free. You know that. Shalom, Ya Israel.